All right, today we are jumping into a tool that is making some serious waves in the open source world. It's called AnythingLLM, and yeah, it pretty much promises to give you your very own AI powerhouse.
Okay, let's just get right into it. Have you ever been there? You're using one of these incredibly powerful AIs, but you just keep wishing it could understand your world. You know, your project files, your research, that internal wiki at work. And that's the huge problem, right? There's this massive gap between what these amazing AIs know about the world and the specific, private stuff you deal with every single day. And figuring out how to bridge that gap securely, well, that's the real challenge.
Well, that challenge is exactly where today's tool comes into play. So let's introduce AnythingLLM. It was built from the ground up to be that all-in-one private AI solution you've been waiting for.
I mean, its own tagline pretty much nails it. This is not just another fancy chat window. The goal here is to be the application you've been looking for to finally make AI work for you, on your terms.
So what is it really? Under the hood, it's a full-stack app, which is just a fancy way of saying it handles everything for you. But here's the important part. It takes literally any document, any resource, any piece of content you have, and turns it into smart context that a language model can understand. It basically gives the AI its own private, secure library filled with your information.
And one of the smartest things it does is how it organizes all that info. It uses something called workspaces. Just think of a workspace like a super smart, totally separate folder for a specific topic. So you could have one for all your marketing stuff, another for your coding projects, and they never ever get mixed up. This keeps every single conversation you have incredibly focused and the context squeaky clean.
Okay, so the main idea makes sense, but what can it actually do? Let's get into the fun stuff and talk about its key features. You could even call them your new AI superpowers.
You're not going to believe how easy it is to get going. It's really just a simple three-step dance. 1, you add your documents, PDFs, text files, whatever. 2, you create one of those secure workspaces. And 3, you just start chatting. And get this, the AI doesn't just give you answers, it gives you citations, so you always know exactly where it got the information from.
But hold on, because it gets so much better than just chatting with your docs. This thing is a real platform. You can build your own AI agents without writing a single line of code. It can even understand images. You can create agents that go out and browse the web for you. And for a business, oh man, things like multi-user support with specific permissions or an embeddable chat widget for your website, those are absolute game changers.
Okay, now if you're anything like me and you love having options, you're gonna love this next part. Let's talk about the tool's flexibility, which is honestly just unmatched. It lets you build with the exact tools you already know and love.
Want to use the latest and greatest from OpenAI? Yep, no problem. It's ready to go.
What about Anthropic's models? You got it. You can switch over in a couple of clicks.
How about running everything completely locally on your own machine for maximum privacy with Ollama? You bet.
And of course, if you're working with Google's tools, Gemini is fully supported too.
Just look at this. It really paints a picture of the insane amount of freedom you get. And it's not just about the big language models. You get to choose your vector database. That's the brain that organizes all your documents. You can even choose your text-to-speech models. The main takeaway here is huge. You are never locked into one company's ecosystem. You control the whole thing.
And of course, that control extends to the most critical part of this whole equation, your data. AnythingLLM was designed from day one to be privacy first.
And I gotta say, I love how transparent they are about this stuff. They do collect some anonymous data to make the tool better, but they are crystal clear about what is and is not tracked. So they might see what database you're using, but look at that right column. That's what really matters. Your documents, your chat history, any of your personal info, it's never, ever tracked.
And hey, if you're still not 100% on board with that, no problem at all. They built the off switch right into the settings. You can opt out whenever you want with a single click. Again, the power and the choice are always yours.
So, when you put this all together, what are we really looking at here? Well, tools like this are showing us that the future of AI is personal, it's private, and it's built just for you. So, how can you get started?
And getting your hands on it? It's just as flexible as everything else we've talked about. You can just download a simple desktop app that works on Mac, Windows, or Linux. Or if you're a bit more technical or you're setting it up for a team, you can host it yourself with Docker or deploy it on pretty much any cloud you want.
And trust me, you are not alone in this.
This isn't some tiny side project. With over 52,000 stars on GitHub, this is a serious, mature project that's trusted by a massive community of developers. So here's the bottom line. AnythingLLM is a really incredible piece of software that makes personal AI accessible. It puts the power to create a custom, private, and genuinely intelligent assistant, one that knows what you know, directly into your hands.
And that leaves us with one final, very empowering thought. A lot of the really complicated barriers to building your own personal AI, they're just gone now. The tools are here. So with your data and your AI, the only question left is, what are you gonna build?